Good evening, everyone. My name is Razib Rahman, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the effects of texting while driving, the impact it can have, and what we could do to prevent negative outcomes. So before I begin, just in a quick show of hands, who here has a cell phone and actively uses it to text message? Pretty much everyone in here. I do too, all the time. Now, who here drives a car at least some point in the week? All right, so that's everyone in here, 100%. Now, you don't have to raise your hand for this next question, but who here has ever texted while driving? Now, the CDC states that 31% of adults have actually admitted to texting while driving. So that's 3 out of 10 of us in here. So texting while driving can have a huge impact. And what I want to do is start out by showing a powerful video. It's blocked.
Did it really? I don't get it.
All right, so we
Sorry
won't
about
watch the
that.
video, but what happens in the video is there's a boy, he's just crossing the street, and a girl hits him dead on. What was the cause of the accident? She was texting while she was driving. He's now paralyzed. He has a breathing tube, and he can't move from the neck down for the rest of his life. So I know if personally I did that to someone else, I really don't know how I'd live with myself. So texting while driving not only impacts you, but it can impact innocent people around you. So first, what I want to discuss is the impact of texting while driving by looking at some moving statistics. So,
You out of it? There you go.
so if you're texting while driving, you're actually 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident. That's more than just dialing a phone number, more than just talking on the Bluetooth, or even just reaching for your device right next to you. So huge likelihood of being in a car accident if you're texting while driving. Now next, in 2011 alone, almost a quarter of all auto accidents were because of cell phone use. That's 1.3 million car crashes because of cell phone use in 1 year. So let's put this into perspective. The minimal amount of time that you take your attention away while driving, if you're texting, is 5 seconds. That's the absolute minimum amount of time that studies show. If you're traveling at a conservative 55 miles an hour, you're actually traveling the length of a football field without even looking at the road. So just imagine if you're driving down a suburban road and a little boy comes out and grabs a ball. You didn't see him, you know what happens, and the example before, it could be devastating. So now, I had the chance to look at a really interesting research article titled A Meta-Analytical Comparison of the Effects of Text Messaging to Substance-Induced Impairment on Driving Performance. This really fascinated me because it compared texting while driving to driving under the influence of alcohol at the legal limit of 0.08 and driving under the influence of marijuana. So I want you guys to help me. What do you think was the impact of driving the least? Any guesses?
Marijuana.
Yeah, you're right. So it's marijuana.
Right?
What do you think was second?
Alcohol.
It's actually alcohol. That makes number one. Like get it.
Right.
Texting while driving. So why is this research important? Because it shows that texting while driving has the same impairment as driving under the influence of alcohol. Now that doesn't make any one of the other two bad. So why is this a problem? It's a problem because most people don't think it's a problem. 77% of young adults are confident that they can safely text while they're driving. And 55% of young adults actually claim it's easy to do while they're driving. What they don't realize is 10% of the time that they're doing this, they're spending out of their own lane. And I've seen this myself. I drive about an hour to and from work every day. And almost every day, I see someone slowly move out of their lane. Then all of a sudden, they shoot back in. Later on, when I'm passing them or right next to them, I can see they're playing on their phone. So really, I see this almost every day. Again, this is really devastating. The rate of fatalities is increasing because of cell phone use while driving. It was 10% in 2005, and just in 2010, it went up to 18%. And again, in 2011, there were over 3,000 fatalities due to distracted driving, and almost 387,000 were injured while driving. What I don't have on the board is that in 2011, out of all car collisions, 10% of fatalities were caused by cell phone use. So now what I want to do, now that we know the impact that this has, I want to brainstorm some ways that we could avoid texting while driving. So anyone have any ideas?
Turn your phone off.
There you go. Easiest way. Turn the phone off or put it away. Another idea? Anyone?
There are apps that send automated messages that you're driving.
Exactly. So you can install an application. And a lot of people have smartphones. That's the easiest way. The application will actually shut off text messaging while driving, or it'll auto-reply saying, hey, I'm on the road, I'll reach you back later. And some of the paid apps will actually read the messages out loud to you, and you can respond back. Any other ways?
Maybe just increase the awareness about these like statistics.
Great, so increase awareness. And another one you can do sometimes, you trust the people in the car with you, give the cell phone to them, and they can read out your text message if you absolutely need to, and they can reply as well. So these are great solutions. We can turn off the phone and put it away. We install an application on your smartphones, they'll take care of it for us, or we get increased awareness so everyone knows about this problem. This is so big that the law is actually involved. So most states actually ban texting while driving, and we're in New Jersey where it's a primary offense now. What that means is an officer can pull you over just for texting on the phone and issue you a citation. Before they couldn't do that. Before they could pull you over for a taillight, and then, oh, you happen to be on your phone, he'll ticket you. Now they can pull you over just for that. If there's a color in a state, that means there's some sort of ban on texting while driving. So now, with the solutions we came up with, if we actually implement them and we get the message across, we could reduce the fatalities from car accidents for texting while driving. We could let law officers focus on doing other things rather than issuing citations for using your cell phone. And we can keep the roads safer because people's minds are on driving and not on their cell phone. So personally, I've always been an avid texter. I'm checking email on my phone pretty much every 5 minutes of the day. But now that I've watched these videos and I've read the statistics, I personally will not text while driving. I urge everyone in here to put their phones away tonight and reach home safely. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you guys have a safe drive home.